In this presentation, I will walk you through the process of how to create a template for Dreamweaver CC using an existing page. You may use any design that you turned in for previous assignments or create a new one, or you can use the one that's included with this exercise. It's a pretty simple web page. What we're really wanting to do is to create a template. First, I'm going to create a new folder in my server, and I'll call this one assignment 6. I'm going to go to the exercise page. I'll right click on base.html, save the link. I keep my server in a OneDrive folder. Here's my web design and my assignment 6 that I just created, and I'll save base.html. We really won't have much use for this file other than to create the template. Once we start working on it, we can either ignore it or delete it. But here's base 1 now. I'm going to double click to open it. I'll click the design view so you can see what it looks like. It's a very simple, small web page. I'll minimize this. And if I scroll a little bit, you'll see that there's not much to it. However, it does have a header, it does have a navigation system, and it does have some content. I'll also have a footer here. It's got everything that you might expect from a web page. It's not very well developed, but it will serve our purposes for this demonstration. When we finish this assignment, we will have a website that will contain a home page, a products page, a services page, an About Us page, and finally a Contact Us page. And they will all be built from the same template. A template is basically an HTML file you can use to create new pages, and that will only allow you to touch the design in the parts that you permitted. To do that, we only want designers to be able to change the text inside. I'm just selecting it with the cursor, and from the insert menu, let's find template and declare this an editable region. It's going to tell me that we'll automatically convert this document into a template, and that's something that we definitely wanted to do. I'll click OK, and I will call this region content. Click OK, and now we have a blue line around the text that I just selected, and we have a tab telling us that this is the content. For this example, this will be the only content that we will be changing. So let's save this template file now. I'll go to the file folder, and rather than selecting save or save as, there is one third option called save as template. I'll click that. It's asking me on which side. I only have one side open, web design 2. I don't have any existing templates. I'll give it a short description. I'll just say this is a template for assignment 6. And I will call this PGTC template, Pleasant Grove tennis courts template. I'll save, asking me to update the links. I'll say yes, and now we have a PGTC template.dwt. That's a Dreamweaver template. If I go back to look at my files, Dreamweaver has created a templates folder. If I expand that, I'll see that I have the template I just created. Although this page is already built, the links to the respective pages it's trying to represent in the navigation bar are not live links. They all link to hashtag. And we will change that after we create our pages. First, let's create the pages. I'm going to close the template, doesn't need to be open. I'm going to go into the file menu and then select new. And we have already created page types of HTML with HTML5. Our template is already an HTML5 page, and it's already built, so we don't need to open up a blank page. We need to go into Site Templates, where we can see our selection of templates. Right now we just have the one that we just built. I'll click on that, select it, and I will ask it to create a page. This is an untitled page, and now I see this icon that tells me where I am permitted to edit. It turns into a cursor in the areas that I declared as editable in the content region. Everywhere else it shows me a forbidden sign. I cannot change the header, I cannot change the links, and I cannot change the footer. I can only change this content. To make this into the home page, I'll just add a short message, welcome to the home page. and I will click on File and Save, and I will save it under assignment 6, and I'll call this one Index. It could be Home, but I'd rather it be Index because it's just easier to find when you're navigating. The rest of the site is going to be just as easy. I will go to File, New, select the same template, Create. I'll say Welcome to our products page. And just to vary it a little bit, I will copy this text, press Ctrl C to copy, and I'm pressing Ctrl V to paste. So now this page has a little bit of a change, and I can save it, File, Save. I'll call this one Products. Next we create another page, File, New, from the same template, Create, and add our services. I'll give it a little bit more text and save, File, Save, and this is our services, services.html. File, New, for the next page, Create. This is our About page. Let's change that from Welcome to About Us. And File, Save, About Us. Our final page is the contact page. File, New, Create, and I will add Contact Us verbiage. I will save this as well. File, Save, About, Contact Us. You can call these pages whatever you want. Just be sure that you have 5 pages total, and that you have them all saved inside assignment 6. I'll now close these. I will now open up the index file on our main page just as a point of reference. I will add an assignment 6 link. Create that. Go to the link folder, look for assignment 6, and I'll use the index. Click OK. I'm going to publish this. And I can close it. I think that at this point I will take that base file and put it in another folder. I have a work in progress. I'll just put it there to get it out of the way. And then I will right click on assignment 6 and put my files. Say yes. And now the site is published. However, the links have not been updated in the template. Let me show you what I mean by that. If I go to the page and visit assignment 6, it takes me to our index page. However, these are still not live. I cannot go into the next page. Go back to Dreamweaver, and to fix this, we go into our templates folder and find the template that we're working with. I'll double click and start selecting the links. I'll start with home, change this to the index. I'll click on products, go to the folder next to link, and select the products page. Same thing with services, about us, and finally contact us. And while I'm at it, I'll change the copyright from 2009 to 2014. I'll even add my name. And go to File and Save. Dreamweaver asked me if I want to update the files that are based on this template, which are index, products, services, about us, and contact us. I will say yes, update, and look in the entire site and tell it to update the templates. That's fine. I'll click on Start, and it's done, and I will close. I'll now close the template file, and I will re-upload assignment 6 folder. Right click, select Put, click Yes. And because there were changes made to my templates at this point, I will also right click on the templates and put. This just puts the files on the server. It allows us to save a backup on the cloud basically. I'll go back to my page and reload. I'll hover over home and you'll see that I have a link to the index page. Products takes us to our products page. Services, same thing. About us and contact us. You'll also notice that the footer has the correct date and the name that I added, all by making changes to the template file. So you can see how building a template will help you build the projects using Dreamweaver, since you only have to create a single page once and then use it many times.